Hi, my name is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and this is video 7 in our Spring Fairies series. This is a Sweet Pea Papers project, and we're using a Victoria Designs kit called Spring Fairies, but of course you can make this book with any papers, any kit, anything that you want. We did page 15, that's where we left off. And so I wanted to show you what it looked like after I put the shiny on the notebook, and I put some on the back too. And when I put the notebook in, instead of putting it in, here's the back. So pretty. Instead of like jamming the whole thing in there, what I did was I put it back in with the flap in the front, and I thought it looked much better because you could see the fairy. Okay, and then the butterflies look good. Butterflies are looking good. You can pull them up because it's on the cover. So now we're going to be doing page 16, and then 17, 18, 19 doesn't need to be done. 20 I'll do off camera, and then we'll do 21. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I need to get going on these pages. I haven't started them yet. There's 4 in each signature. So let's get going. Here we go. Whoa, I got a mess over here. Things falling everywhere. I have a stack of signatures sitting around over there. And that visual effect, I guess, is probably makes it easier for you. All right, so we've got our piece of acetate. And we've got this nifty bookmark that I made out of a scrap. So I did the glossy, or the triple thick on the little fairy. Now remember, I'm spreading this out really thin. So it isn't triple thick. It's just like a glaze. Okay, if you do it thicker and slow and put it on like you would glossy accents, then it is triple thick, and it makes it look even more than what glossy accents looks like. Okay, and then on the back I put some more washi from our box of washi that I thought matched our kit. Most of it does anyway. And let's see, so we're going to put that to the side for right now. And this is our paper, which I inked, and I glossy accented all the flowers up and down here already. See, I'm on the ball, on the ball. Oops. Got things going on everywhere. It's making me crazy. And then this is going to be our writing card, which I didn't glossy accent yet because I'm not really sure what we're going to have to cut off. We're going to have to cut off a little from each side. So we'll set that over here. What we're going to do is simple. We're just going to put an acetate tuck on this side, and then we're going to add the writing card, and then we're going to decorate the tuck. We're going to put the lace, and we're going to put that gleam. We're going to put this green ribbon on it. Okay? So I'm going to get our bigger lace. I keep trying to leave the first letter off. I almost said ace. And ibn. The ace and the ibn. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to clean off my work surface. I've got triple thick all over it. All right, so let's take our paper clip off. Let's get our red marker out. So now I'm wondering, I think since it's a tuck, I think we can do this without cutting the sheet the other way. So let's do this. Taking a break from the flips and flaps. a short break. Don't get upset. Oh, and then I did it with the little red mark on the, let me take just a sliver off of there. Well, it's so thin that I'm having trouble lining it up. I wish I would have gotten it right when the piece of acetate was large. I have to pull the guide up to get it on there straight. And then, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Minor details, minor details. What did I do with the... Okay. That way we can find it again. So like I said, I've already done the triple thick on this side. Make sure we don't have any Oz hair on there, static down there. And we're going to glue this on. Now all I have to do is decide whether I'm going to put the lace and the vine all the way down or just over the acetate. I'd like to have it all the way down. That would be kind of neat. Okay, get it lined up with the edge and fairly close to even from top and bottom. Get out the little eraser fuzz. Oh, it's on the top, no wonder. You know, when you erase, I need to bring my duster over. I have like a makeup brush that I use when I'm drawing, or when I used to draw, and when I would erase and get all that stuff, and I would use the brush to do it. All right, now let's take a look at the lace, or the ace, whichever. And should we just put it, oh, we could just put it here on this, or do we want to take the thinner one and use that little ribbon, the little green ribbon instead, and put it all the way down the page? Oh, I think we could use another page with lace all the way down. This is really pretty though. I'm going to vote for on here because I don't like the way it looks. I mean, because it's got that little bit of a tint to it because I'm using the thicker acetate. So let's do the lace down the middle of the acetate and we'll put some of that vine on it. Hey, look, a paper clip. Go figure. I need some more. Can't believe I'm saying that. I buy them by the box and I don't know where they go. I think they're with all the socks. They're all behind the dryer laughing and having a party. Just clipping themselves to each other. Well, I met my neighbor upstairs, and they are two pit bulls that they have. So, yeah. But she's very nice. We visited for about an hour. I had her come in and showed her the old craft area, which is much larger than what you see on camera. And gave her some jewelry making stuff that I'm not going to use because I don't make jewelry. And found out that her name is acrylic. What a cool name. She's like the paint. I'm like, no, I got it. Acrylic. Now let's make this straight for once. This almost looks like it could be trimmed a little bit. Let's see, it's going to be easier for me to trim it from the bottom. Okay. This ought to be interesting. I did it. Da 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 da. All right, now another paper clip. You should see how big that big wad was that I had. Oh my gosh. I have it on a big piece of cardboard wrapped around, and I just took this much off to work with. Okay. Oh, that's going to work out perfect. Make sure it's straight. I don't mind if some of the little leaves stick up. Okay, let's glue some more down the center. It takes a little more. That's why I'm not touching the lace. I'm just jamming out with the glue, because it kind of soaks into the lace a little bit. Now let's make sure everybody's flat and in agreement. And this to me doesn't have to be exactly straight. Like it to be relatively in the middle though. There we go. Oh, it's got glue on the front. Pooh. All right, so that's all we're going to do. We're going to resize the card, which is actually just a sheet. And so we need to take, let's turn it upside down and take it off this side. I'm going to have a big writing card on the next page too, but it's going to be very interesting, or at least fun. See, and that way I can put it on like this. Now if I cut a little bit off the top, then I cut that green off. If I cut just a smidge off the bottom. I think that'll do it. Okay, and around the corners and we'll ink it. Well, I have to do that. No, I'll forget to ink it if I don't ink it now. But one is a Pit Bull Shepherd mix. I didn't see that one. I'm trying to picture what that would look like. They must have gone away because he's howling. Sorry about that. I know the last video I made when he was howling, you could hear it on the video. You know what we should do on this side? Oh, yes indeed. Yes indeed. Which one do we want? Don't want the same one as last time. Let's do this one. That'll make it look much better. Now it's going to look different than before, even though we're using the same color. Well, obviously it's going to look different because we're using a different stencil. But beyond that, we're using different paper. The other was coffee dyed paper, and this is cardstock. They're two different colors to begin with as well. I love these little brushes. Got a set of different sizes. There was 10 of them, and it was $10 or less on Amazon. It was amazing. I was so excited. I wish I'd have got 2 sets. Just so I could have one in case something happened. You never know. Something could happen. An earthquake, a flood, a tsunami. Well, that's kind of a flood, but much faster, much bigger. Well, not necessarily that either, I guess. There's tsunamis that end up, by the time they get to some places, they're only an inch high. Believe it or not. Oh, what a great idea that was. That looks so much better. I love that. I love it, I love it. So these, let's see. These are my set of brushes. They're all different sizes. The ends are all different sizes. I like this one because it's angled. This one is angled too, and it's a little bit bigger. So you can see I use those two the most. And I don't wash them or anything. Oh, there's one more. Small, even smaller one. I used that with my lumberjack plaid. I love that color. I used it at Christmas. Oh, speaking of Christmas, Lisa of Lisa Fisher's Paper Lace and Bling and Paper Lace and Bling on Etsy. It's just Paper Lace and Bling on Etsy. We're having another another Christmas in July big collaboration. Now, you can participate, of course, by just making Christmas stuff in July, posting it on both Facebook groups, post it on your YouTube channels, and so on and so forth. However, if you, well, we can't see her now, can we? Oh, well, she's there. If you, this is page 16. If you have about 2,000 subscribers or more to your YouTube channel and you regularly make videos, contact me. We're looking for collaborators. And we haven't got everything finalized yet, but we're looking for collaborators. 2 videos a week, you know, Christmas stuff. You'll get free stuff for participating. All that good stuff. We do it every year. Or this is our 3rd year, but we've decided we're going to do it every year. So, like I said, let me know. Email me at sweetpeapapers2020@gmail.com. The link is in the text below. And contact me and give me your info and we can talk. So now on this page, this is page 21. We're going to, I need some more paper clips. I don't know where they all are. Where did they go? People, help me out. Anyway, we're going to put 2 flaps and they're both going to have magnets and they're going to hold on a card. So the reason there's 2 flaps is just because I decided I wanted to make it look a little different. Plus get to play with magnets. There's another paper clip for the paper clip box. Yes, I'm a bit obsessed with the paper clips. So let's look at it this way. Because I want to use these patterns, right? So I want one wider and one shorter. One wider and one narrower. So if I took these, put them down here, and then took these 3 and put them at the top, I think that would work. Let's see if I can cut this straight. And then you don't want the little girl. Maybe just take the next 3. Yeah, that'll work. Then that gives us this left over. I really did want to use these flowers though. Oh well, that saves me from doing a whole bunch of triple deck. Okay, so now we've got the width. So now for the length, oh look at that. It has a saying. Wow. It still doesn't work. It's 11 inches. if we do it this way, I mean, it's going to be on this shoot. So I don't want it to open this way because then we can't put any lace or anything over here. All right, well that means that I have to take the words off. That will give us a little, well, we won't be able to use it because it's 11 inches. I was going to say that will give us the same. See? But I will put it to the side with the other long pieces. Okay. So we've got these two. So I want one to be 4 inches long. Well, actually 4.5. That'll make it 4. And then 5.5 to make it 5. I'll fix it in my notes. 4 1/2, 5 1/2. So I want the big one to be 5.5 inches long. That gives us another good scrap. Let's see, we can put it here and that will cover her up. And then we want this one to be 4.5 inches long. Make it just a little bit longer so that where the butterfly is. Okay, then we're going to score both of them at 1/2 inch. Now this one has writing. So we want to make sure to score it on this side. And then this one I want the butterflies to go this way. And I still ended up with part of a butterfly. If I had cut it off with part of a butterfly, I would have had a whole butterfly. Oh well. Okay, now we get the old ink out. Oh, I need another circle. I cut another one. There's 2. I need to ink this one. I inked the other one. I'm a little carried away on that one. I'm muttering to myself, sorry. Got a little carried away on that ink. Oh, I didn't need to ink that, but oh well. Wonder if we should round the corners. Yeah. Now we can ink them. We have to fold it because we need to ink it across here, not there. And then ink this across here. Now, even though this is, since this is printed on both sides, you're going to have to put a circle over the magnet. so we don't see it. Okay, it's going to be our top one. There we go. That'll make it look better. If you cut these little corners off, then you don't really see them as much. And for some reason, my t-shirt is driving me insane. It keeps creeping up to where it's around my neck, and it's just driving me crazy. I'm definitely going to have to change my t-shirt for the rest of the day. I can't take it. Okay. So anyway, I've never met anyone named Acrylic before. Okay. I forgot to ask her how old she was to get an idea of when her parents came up with that name. Sometimes, you know, you can tell, like if you meet somebody named Sunshine or Flower, or, you know, then you can think, well, they were born in the 70s. You know, or Heather. I guess I shouldn't say it like that. I don't mean to offend all you Heathers. But they did make a movie. I'm just kidding. I thought I was going to cover the fairy. There we go. That way we'll see these flowers. I'm going to put this one on. And it doesn't really matter where this one goes, as long as it goes straight. Haha. Little joke there, which okay, so now we're going to open them up. Put a magnet on each one. I'll have to get some more. If I remember, I'll put a link to the magnets under the video, but I probably won't remember. I get them on Amazon. They're 10 millimeter by 1 millimeter. So look, 10 mm x 1 mm magnets. They'll come up right away, very first thing. And I usually get 100 or 150 of them at a time. Just depends on which one's on sale or which one's the better deal. Piece is too big. That's one way to get Fabri-Tac off your fingers. Use a piece of tape, apparently. I mean, I could use a little bit bigger circle, I guess, but the tape is too big. I don't know that that one's in the center. Oh, it just slid again. Okay, and we're going to close them. Flip it over. There it goes. Oops. So now these flaps are shut. I tried to pick that up, it's her wing. Okay. I could have made this a smidge shorter. No, we're going to use the other lace. Okay. And then we just need to fit the card in there like we did the card on the tuck page just a minute ago, so I'm not going to do that again. We're going to cover these with these circles. Cool. And it's good to get glue right around the very edges. To keep them from kind of raising up. Try to get that magnet in the center. I think I could have used one. It's too bad they must make a 1 1/4 inch punch. How can they expect you to just go from 1 to 1 1/2 and not need a 1 1/4? I'm gonna have to look it up. That would be very handy for me. 1 1/2's big for covering one of these little magnets, but 1 isn't quite enough. Because it wants to lift up. There's a little bitty bit of a butterfly on that one. The butterfly was on the edge of the page, so it wasn't like I could get more of the butterfly and I messed up. Not saying that has never happened before. I'm just saying. It wasn't my fault this time. So I'm going to have to do the triple thick on here. I don't know why I didn't do it ahead of time, except for I think I just now decided to go ahead and do this video because I've already done video 6 today. So, okay. And then the card will be under here. And then the 2 flaps will just come over just like that and hold it on. And that's going to be it for the page. So I'm going to trim this down like I did the other one. Trim a little bit off each side, the brown, so we still have the green that goes around. And I like this, that this covers this one, but it just so happened that I got it to where this bottom one shows. See? So I like that. Okay. So that's page 21. I already wrote it on there. Now let's put our lace on. This one we're going to put the lace along the edge here. It'll stick out over the edge of the book. Let's get our little lace. Put the magnets away. I have this metal rack that I had my stuff set on And I just stick it to that, the whole box. Okay. Must be time for me to eat. My hands are shaking. I don't really feel that hungry. I'm going to have a Spam sandwich, I think. I love those. I know some people are like, Spam. It's alright. You probably eat something that I go, artichokes. No, I like artichokes. Asparagus. I want it to lay flat, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to put any of the ribbon on it. I think we're just going to go with the lace. Looks like we're going to have a little bit to trim off once I stretch it out. Okay. There we go. Now, I really could do a little of that green ribbon, couldn't I? Because this doesn't come over as far as I thought. So let me see what it looks like. Oh, well, I kind of like that. Yeah, I think I'll put it on there. It's not going to interfere with the magnets. It's going to be pretty pretty. I like this book so far. I like that ivy ribbon. I like the two laces. I like being able to mix the two laces so I don't have to worry about running out. Well, actually, I do worry about running out, but come on, ribbon. Come on, ribbon. You do want to trim from the top too because the ends of it are at an angle. You see my hands shaking? I don't know why that's not sticking down very well. Put the glue too far over. It's just glued the edge. You know what I mean? It was just hitting the edge of the glue, so it was kind of the edge of the ribbon, so the ribbon was kind of sticking up a little bit on one side. Let's see if that works better. Yeah, that's much better. Now it's laying flat. And very satiny. Alright. So I'll do the card, and I'll do the glossy, the triple thick. I'm going to have to do some on here. I'll do the butterflies. And so we will have done these 2 pages, which aren't hard pages. I'm not saying they were difficult, but I like them. Except for the part where this ivy looks like it's on upside down to me. The leaves look like they were going the wrong way. So I'll re-glue that on. Yes, definitely it was on upside down. Definitely. Alright, so I'll fix that. Da, 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 da. And I'll do the triple thick on the card and on this page and on this card. So I'm going to be painting again. You don't know how much I painted right before I did this video. So, I know, wah, wah, woe is me, right? I love doing all of it, so don't get me wrong. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.